If your back pain feels like it's getting worse instead of better, I'll tell you what, it probably is. And there's a reason why it's getting worse. It didn't just happen overnight. This happens periodically over time from everyday wear and tear stress. My name is Dr. Dustin Scott, chiropractor right here in Ames, Iowa at the Connect Chiropractic. This back pain didn't just start overnight. Unfortunately, everything that you've done leading up into this day has been patterns of work, patterns of stress, the driving long periods of time, the sitting in one desk for long periods of time, lifting up, of course, heavy construction material and just working through that tight back. Of course, that tightening starts to cause pressure and it crushes those discs in between your spine. That's the tightness. And then all of a sudden it gets sharp, shooting, and unbearable. If the things that you've been doing aren't working anymore, such as the massage gun, the heating pad, of course, the foam roller and stretching, those are all good things. And I say continue, but there's a structural issue at hand. Over time, all that pressure that you've been putting on the spine, the scar tissue is just built up too fast. The arthritis is caught up, the inflammation is there, the joints are locked. We have got to go deeper and do some solid spinal decompression, unlock the joints in the spine, take care of the root cause that's living deep into the spine. If you're thinking that your back pain is so bad that you might be looking at surgery, let's be clear. Radiation and lightning bolts down the leg, numbness, tingling, radiation and tight shoulders, those are all severe conditions and they are worth getting it checked and evaluated. It doesn't mean panic, but it does mean that we have some disc involvement. Most people that we know, of course, don't have what it takes to rehab that disc. If you're having these severe symptoms, it's important for you to go get this checked sooner than later so that we can stop the progressive process from getting worse. Here's what changes your worsening back pain over time. First, locating a chiropractor that's going to take time and that's going to dive in on seeing on x-ray what structural change needs to happen. Is there nerve compression? Is there disc compression? Is there some buckling that's happening one way or another? Of course, from there, being able to put together a personalized plan so that we can keep your goals on the forefront of our care. It might be playing with your kids during the summer. It might be being able to get down on the ground with your grandchildren. It might be just waking up to go to work every day. All these things are important, and the only way that we make change is by consistently, over time, doing our care, making our adjustments, and doing what's needed consistently so the spine can rehabilitate and regain its life. Once you start going to the chiropractor consistently and you feel like you've made that next step, there's a few important things to understand to get the most out of your care. First of all, it's going to be being conscious. How long are you sitting in that desk? Maybe an hour, 2 hours without taking a break? You need to make sure to be taking a break every 20 minutes. What types of foods are you eating? Are they inflammatory? Are they out of a box? Of course, you know that you shouldn't be eating garbage. Garbage in is garbage out. And of course, drinking water. Quality water, not just your tap water. Drinking something that's well filtered, maybe even reverse osmosis. Something that's going to go in and actually hydrate you to cellular level and help lubricate that spine. Next, how are you exercising? What is your movement like other than your daily work? It's not this, oh, my job is super active. That's not how it works. You have to move your body intentionally. You have to activate each muscle individually on a periodic basis. It's how the spine stays stable, and it works so good once you start getting your adjustments consistently. These are all things that start to make change, and that much more permanent change once you start doing your part, and of course, we do our part. Most importantly, of course, you're so stuck in the same pattern of work. Being able to break that, take some time away, do something that you enjoy. Maybe you wanted to go to that yoga class, or maybe you wanted to go to that craft show in the park. All these things are so important to let the mind go and start to relax and keep the overcontracted state and stress, keeping that out of the spine, and it really just helps last a lot longer. It helps us all recover and rejuvenate and live much healthier, happier lives. Now that you know why your back pain isn't getting better and it's not going to just get better, of course, you know that you deserve the solutions to get this back on track. If you're in the Ames area, of course, you deserve answers. My name is Dr. Dustin Scott at the Connect Chiropractic right here in Ames. We see this every day. We have the biggest hearts for hardworking professionals, people that are out there just trying to live their best lives. They're trying to avoid surgery, medications, and we don't blame you. Of course, we're here to take care of you, give you some good clarity, figuring out a plan of action, giving you a solution that you can start to work towards to get this better and get you back to the best shape of your life.